what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? And how
Hello.
are you doing after our little getaway this
I
weekend?
Rejuvenated and in a good mood.
Wow, really? That much?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
So, for those that don't know, Amanda surprised me with a belated birthday getaway present thingy.
Yeah.
Or yeah, so she
Edward
took
napped
us.
you.
Yeah, very funny. Yeah, elephant napped. I
Elephant
guess.
napped.
So she took us to a quick little bed and breakfast. A quick little excursion for about 24 hours to get away for a bed and breakfast. That was it was a lot of fun. So that was thank you for doing that. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Good.
I got a massage while I was there.
You went and had a yummy dinner.
Had good dinner, had great cocktails. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot for doing that.
You're welcome.
And it was nice. And we love y'all. Don't get me wrong. But it was nice to get away, right?
For a little
like
bit,
a
yeah.
day. So yeah, that helped. So anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about why we're here. We're actually here about the upcoming schedule. So for those that don't know, whether you're listening live on YouTube right now or I guess a couple hours later on the podcast feed, we're going to try and do this right around 2 p.m. every Sunday to kind of give you guys a heads up as to, hey, this is what to expect for the coming week.
And because, coming from a planner girl, this way you can write it in your calendars.
Or yeah, I mean, we're hoping to make it appointment viewing, especially with the playthroughs. Now the podcast, that's kind of a, hey, it's coming out on this day, that type stuff, as opposed to a specific time. And since that is more on demand than the YouTube channel, that's kind of as you want it.
Right.
Whereas this, for the YouTube channel stuff at least, that way you guys have an exact time when to be there, right, if you want to be a part of it. So, awesome. All right, cool. All right, so we'll get started. So, for the first day, today, Sunday, we're obviously doing this live on YouTube as well as a couple hours later on the podcast.
Correct.
You guys will be listening to this. So, that's Sunday for this week. Monday, it's in-house prep / hey, we're going to play some games Monday night and not live stream them. So we're looking forward to having a night to get ready for the week.
Yes.
So nothing's coming up on Monday. Whereas on Tuesday, depending on go for it.
So I'm gonna release the top 6 recent surprises that Edward did, and I believe I might be adding a little something to it as well.
So if you listen to this live on YouTube, you heard half of it, but we're actually going to do it special for the podcast.
Yes.
So be sure to tune in for that on Tuesday.
So that will be released on Tuesday, and then on YouTube, we're going to do a live stream of the Tramways Paris map at 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, which is 12:30 UTC.
Yep. Looking forward to that. That should be a lot of fun. We're not sure the player count. It's going to be 4. We think it may be more. Maybe we'll figure it out.
3 to 5, probably.
Yeah. Good call. All right. So that is Tuesday. Then on Wednesday on YouTube and YouTube only, no podcast stuff dropping because we figure it's going to take, a day for folks to digest the podcast stuff. So on Wednesday, continuing the conversations with Heavy Cardboard, we took last week off because we were at Origins. But this week, it's me sitting down with the head of Capstone Games, a good friend of ours, both professionally as well as, just a cool dude to hang out with, Clay Ross, head of Capstone. That's going to be a lot of fun. Be able to get a behind-the-scenes look for both just publishing in general, as well as a newer publisher and getting the ins and outs, trials and tribulations, and successes about a newer publisher that's really starting to find their rhythm.
Yeah,
basically
really is.
Going into our backlog and reprinting everything that we liked. So there's that. So we're really, really excited about that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And Amanda will be a part of it, but behind the scenes.
She'll be in chat.
Yes, she will be moderating that. So that is what we have on Wednesday.
Then on Thursday, we're going to release episode 78, which is a review of An Infamous Traffic, as well as...
Yeah, it's Doc, one of the head guys behind Mercury Games. Kevin and Doc reached out to us and said, hey, do you guys want to talk about the upcoming 10th anniversary edition of Containering? Break out all the details about that. And I was like, yes, please. So we're going to have my conversation interview reveal, whatever you want to call it, with Doc from Mercury Games on the front end of that before we get into the actual review of An Infamous Traffic. So that should be a lot of good information and hopefully fun, because that dude, it's hard to get him like to not cut up and not be, smart in the best way possible. So it should be a lot of fun to talk about. It's going to be completely container centric.
Right.
We're not going to talk about Mercury Games and all this time, but down the road this summer, I actually have already locked down. We're going to be sitting down doing another Conversations with Heavy Cardboard with the guys at Mercury Games. So that should be a lot of fun. So that's good. So that's for the podcast.
Right.
And then for YouTube,
you and I are going to play a 2-player Castles of Burgundy.
Yep.
Or Die Bergen von Bergen.
Yes.
And so that should be fun. We're going to do it at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, which is 12:30 a.m. UTC.
Right. And I know a lot of folks are like, hey, how about some 2-player versions of games? And that's going to be the beginning. Now, we are going to go back into our catalog of games that we have live streamed, multiplayer. I should say more than 2-player, whether it's 3, 4, 5, whatever. And eventually, if they play well at 2 players, you and I, or me and Matt, or you
Whoever,
something,
right.
We're going to start doing some 2-player live streams as well to be able to give a different flavor on them. And we will mark them on the YouTube channel for in the playthroughs that they are 2-player. We're not going to reteach them unless there are major differences or I completely butchered the teaching of it originally. So it's going to be, hey, let's just play. And this way, you guys, with us doing the schedule like this, if you want context and know how to play it and you're not familiar with it, you can actually ahead of time go watch our playthrough or my teaching of it previously, and then you're ready to rock and roll. So we thought that was kind of a good idea. So that's what we're looking for on Thursday, the whatever June day that is, Thursday.
The title of the graphic is the date.
Oh, or that. How about the 28th?
There you go.
All right, so that's Thursday. Then on Friday, YouTube only again, and that is going to be our second full playthrough of An Infamous Traffic. We're going to be doing that at 7:30 Mountain Daylight Time, which is 1:30 a.m. Reason is it's going to be a little later because, well, it's Friday and traffic and people got to get home and all that stuff. Yes, we have done one playthrough of An Infamous Traffic already. However, when we played that, we said that we were going to do a second one because it can play out vastly different. And we want to be able to show that.
So this one will not be taught either.
Yeah, good call. It's just going to be a straight playthrough of it. And also, it kind of ties in with the review of us releasing that for An Infamous Traffic. So we thought it was good timing. So it's a lot of infamousness stuff.
And lots of traffic.
Well, yeah, hopefully not for y'all coming home.
And, opium and stuff.
Yeah. All right, so that's Friday. Then on Saturday...
Oh, sorry. Saturday is going to be the Winsome game, the newest releases, the batch for
Easy
2017.
for you to say, right?
Exactly right. I don't stumble at all ever. It's great. We're going to do Iberian Gauge, which was actually designed by Tom Russell, who is one of the people behind Hollandspiele, which is
An Infamous Traffic. Again, it's a big Infamous Traffic tie-in week this week.
Yeah, so we're going to do that at 10 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time, which is 4 p.m. UTC on Saturday.
So that's going to be especially early. Normally we don't start stuff. Our normal game day starts at 11 a.m. locally for us. Just, hey, we're going to do game day. And the reason we're doing it at 10 a.m. is because we are wanting to get this done before we actually do a full play off camera of 1822 Golden Elephant Award winner for 2016. And the reason we're doing that is because 2 weeks following, we're going to be doing a live playthrough of 1822. Now, ahead of time, either me by myself or me with Tony Fryer, former co-host of this show, actually is going to be, we're going to be doing the live teaching separate for the first time than the playthrough. And the reason is so folks can digest it,
Yeah.
number one. And number two, it's going to be long enough to where we want to separate that from the actual playthrough.
Mhm.
So,
I think it's smart to do it that way.
because that's going to be a very long day
Yes.
of a playthrough. So it's going to be a lot of fun, but yeah.
Long day.
Yep. So that's going to be Saturday is Iberian Gauge, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Cool. And then Sunday is,
This again.
yep, this at 2 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 8 p.m. UTC time. And that's that. That's the week coming up. That's what we have coming up. So yeah, as far as the chat goes, Sweater Mike actually asked or had mentioned like Through the Ages. Whenever Sweater Mike decides to come back from Iowa,
I think
we
he's
will.
they were talking about 2-player games
Well, I
to
know.
live stream.
Well, I'm saying we should do it 3-player.
Yeah.
Plus, it gives him an excuse to come back, and we use it as leverage to make him come
Yes.
back because we miss him in our local
Yes.
group. So that would be cool. It's going to be a lot of fun. The 2-player playthroughs definitely seem like they're going to be popular, at least with those in the Peanut Gallery right now,
Yes.
which is fantastic. And it gives us a chance to just focus on heavy cardboard like you and I
Yeah, just
instead of
us.
it just being, and it's a lot more low key. I feel like when
Yeah.
it'll just be us.
Yeah, I do too.
Not to say that we don't enjoy the main playthroughs.
Of course not.
We totally
but
do. But
it might be fun, for just us, just in here by ourselves, just
Yeah.
playing a game.
and it'll be a lot of fun. And obviously with y'all invited as
Yes.
well as normal. So yeah, so that's what we have for the schedule. It should be a good time. Looking forward to it. Awesome. The Brant, it says inspired by heavy cardboard. I'm gonna try and play and teach as many heavy games as he can at the Dice Tower Con
Yay.
coming up. We appreciate that. Thanks, and feel free to wear some heavy cardboard
If
swag.
you don't have any, email us and I can we can get you some.
Yeah. So
Oh, Mike's gonna be here in a week.
oh, all right. So maybe look for that next week. So
Yeah.
Through the Ages, exciting. All right. So anyway. That's what we got for the week, guys. We really appreciate everybody that tuned in. Last second kind of gonzo on YouTube. And for those listening on the podcast after the fact, let us know if you guys are liking these. If
Yeah.
you want to know this upcoming schedule, if you
Mhm.
would like us to do these every week. This way you guys can either plan your week around it or not. But it's there
Or
if
just
you
at least-
want it.
And just even if you don't, you don't care to be there live, then at least hey, on Saturday I can check out the infamous Traffic playthrough they did on Friday night, or whatever.
Yeah, because it's always available after the fact,
Yes.
as y'all know. So, cool. That's all we got today. So, I guess we'll be talking to y'all on Tuesday with the top 6.
Yeah.
And
And Tramways.
Tramways live. Cool. All right. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate y'all tuning in. And thanks for definitely supporting us. We are up to 240 on our Patreon,
Yes.
which is fantastic. We are almost a quarter of the way to me getting Davis tattooed in honor of 1,000 patrons. So if that's
Yeah.
something that you guys want to try and help make happen, as well as join the Slack channel and all the other perks that patrons get, take a look, patreon.com/heavy cardboard. And as always, everybody listening, watching, we appreciate the support,
Yes.
even if it's just spreading the word.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, y'all.
Thank
All
you
right.
guys so much.
All right. We'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.